Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews. I want to talk to you today about my Mokwheel Basalt. Specifically, I want to share with you some of the changes that I've done to the bike since I've owned it. We've had it now for almost 2 months, and I've really been enjoying the bike. I haven't had any trouble out of it really at all, and yeah, just loving it. But we did make a few changes, and I thought it might be helpful to you to see some of those changes. So I'm going to bring you in for a closer look. All right, guys, so one of the things that we did right from the get-go is we went ahead and changed the handlebar position right here. You know, they like to lean them forward, which is a further reach. And I'm a tall guy. I do have long arms, but, you know, I wanted to be able to find a better riding position. And I found it by simply changing the handlebar stem and bringing the handlebars upright. And by doing that, it brought them taller, and it brought them forward a couple inches, and it's just so much more comfortable now to ride doing it that way. Now, another thing we did is, you know, this bike ships as a class 2, right? It's a class 2, but we went in and changed it to a class 3. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll show you that real quick right here. We've already got the display powered on, but to get into the menu setting to be able to change it to a class 3, you have to push the up arrow, the down arrow, and the bottom button, which is the light. You have to do them all at the same time. So we'll see if we can make this happen one-handed here. There we go. And now this is that extra little menu that allows you to do a few things in here. And as you can see, right there on top is the speed limit. So if you push the top, let's see, I believe it's the top button to select it. Is it? Nope. It's the power button. To select the menu item, there it is. And from here, you can use the up and down arrows, and you can change it from a class 2, which is keen about 20 miles an hour, right? And move it up to 28 miles an hour. And once you're done, just hit the top button again, and it goes back to the main menu. Whoops, hit the bottom button, goes back there, or you can just wait a couple minutes and it times out, and it'll take you back here. That's all you have to do in order to make this a class 3 e-bike. Now, another thing we did is right here on the front, I got these straps right here. These are Velcro straps, they're real nice. Goes on the bike. I slapped one of those on there, and I took an extra garage door opener that I had, and I slipped it in there, and it's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. So now when I go in and out of the garage with my bike, I've got a garage door opener, nice and convenient, you know, to operate that. So that was a nice little thing. Another thing we did is we went ahead and changed out the seat. Now most people do change out their seats. Most people seem to go with the Cloud 9 or the Bikeroo seat. Those are the two most popular ones. I did go with the Cloud 9. It's the one that's got the air vents right here to help keep you from getting all sweaty. It's the only thing I don't like about this seat is they got the branding right here, bright and blue. Don't care for that so much, you know. I mean, it really kind of sticks out there. I get it. They want to brand their products, but yeah, I'm not happy about that too much. Other than that, the seat is fantastic. It's got that memory foam in there. It's nice and soft and squishy. It's a little bit wider, which makes it a little more comfortable on the tush. It's just really a nice seat. Now, in addition to that, I went ahead and put a suspension seat post on there too. And I went with the Zoom brand. Now, it's a cheaper brand. It's not one of the high-end brands, but I tell you, it works just fine. There is nothing wrong with this. And I'll leave a link down to this one. I'll leave a link to everything down below. This one comes in different sizes. And if I'm not mistaken, let's just look here. This one is, yeah, this is the 27.2. So that's the 27.2 size. Now, one thing you need to know that's really important. This is in the down position. That's as far as it goes because you need this much, you know, 2 inches of space here for travel to give you that cushion, right? So what that means is your seat is now going to be a little taller. So if you're a shorter person and, you know, you're already having a hard time getting on the seat, this setup will not work for you. In addition to that, this seat is 2 inches taller than the standard seat that comes with the bike. So overall, by putting this setup in here, your seat in the lowest position is going to be 4 inches taller than what it was when you first bought it as stock. So just be aware of that. If you're a taller person like me, it doesn't matter so much. You'll fit just fine. But if you happen to be a shorter person, that could be a problem for you. Okay, let's see here. Do we do any other changes? Not yet. Yeah, not yet. I'm thinking about changing out the that front sprocket down there. You know, that's, what is it? I think that comes with a 48 tooth. So I'm thinking about changing it to like a 52 tooth. Get rid of some of that ghost pedaling. Haven't decided yet if I'll do that or not. Other than that, we're not going to do any other changes to this bike because I'm just real happy with it. Real happy. Hey, that's going to be it. So if you find these short videos helpful, let me know down below. You can give me a thumbs up if you like it, if it was helpful to you. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button, you know, do all that good jazz. Stick around and watch out for the next video that comes out. I'm always going to be putting out a lot of videos with little tips and helpful hints like this for you. And if you find value out of that, you know, you might want to be part of the community. Hey, this is Richard with eBike Reviews. Until the next video drops, I will see you in the next one, hopefully, and ride safe.